Since I am a psychopath, he's giving me the maximum sentence possible, which is life imprisonment. Part of the deal was that...
In October 2016, 17-year-old Kaitlyn Root was brutally murdered in St. Joseph, Missouri. She was lured to a secluded area in Krug Park by two people she thought she could trust, 18-year-old Sebastian Dowell and a young woman named Amanda Bennett. Once there, they attacked her as part of a ritual they had planned. The murder shocked the small community and left many struggling to understand how such a tragedy could happen. Let's dive into what happened to Kaitlyn Root on the fateful day of October 16, 2016. Part 1. The background. St. Joseph, Missouri is a city with a rich history, known for its role as the starting point of the Pony Express and as the place where outlaw Jesse James met his end. Located along the Missouri River, it has a population of about 70,000 residents. Despite its historical significance, St. Joseph has faced challenges with crime rates higher than the national average. In 2016, the city had a violent crime rate of 31.1 per 1,000 residents, significantly above the national average of 22.7. Krug Park, one of the city's oldest parks, offers a peaceful environment with walking trails and picnic areas. However, in October 2016, this peaceful setting became the site of a tragic event that would deeply affect the community. Sebastian Dowell, 18, and Amanda Bennett, 17, were teenagers from St. Joseph. Dowell was known to have a troubled background, with reports indicating he had a fascination with dark themes. Kaitlyn Angela Root was born on November 11, 1998, in St. Joseph, Missouri, to parents David Stevens and Jamie Jaramillo. She had a large family, including sisters Taylor, Sadie, Lexi, Zoe, and Paisley, and brothers Braden, Caden, Sawyer, Cameron, and Bryson. Her grandparents were Carla Root, Danny Linder, married to Laura, Danny Stevens, married to Sam, and Sarah Peterson. Kaitlyn was also close to her adoptive mothers, Rachel Jones and Stephanie Embry, and had adoptive siblings Cadence Woosley, Sydney Noble, Sheldon Noble, and Adam Brown. Described as a beautiful young lady who always brought a smile to everyone she met, Kaitlyn had a big heart and shared it with everyone. She was a resident of St. Joseph, Missouri, and was 17 years old at the time of her passing on October 16, 2016. She was a student at Lafayette High School. Part 2. The day of the murder. Sebastian Dowell and Amanda Bennett were romantically involved at the time of the murder of 17-year-old Kaitlyn Root. Their relationship was marked by a shared fascination with occult practices and dark themes, which heavily influenced their actions. The pair had a troubling bond centered around these shared satanic beliefs, leading them to plot a ritualistic killing. Bennett later testified in court that they had made a pact to kill 2 people each year as part of a satanic sacrifice. They actively pursued this plan, selecting Kaitlyn as their first victim. Leading up to the crime, they reached out to several individuals on social media, through Facebook exactly, hoping to lure someone to a secluded area. Tragically, Kaitlyn responded to their message, and they led her to Krug Park, where they carried out their plan. On October 16, 2016, 17-year-old Kaitlyn Root met with Sebastian Dowell, 18, and Amanda Bennett, 17, after being invited by Bennett to hang out. Kaitlyn had no reason to suspect any harm. She just wanted to meet new friends. The three met at Krug Park in St. Joseph, Missouri, a place known for its peaceful trails and scenic views. They wandered together to a remote area in the park at the request of Dowell and Bennett. Once they were out of sight from others, the atmosphere changed. Kaitlyn soon realized something was wrong, but by that time it was too late. The couple attacked her, following a premeditated plan that they later referred to as a satanic sacrifice. Amanda Bennett, the one who had initiated contact with Kaitlyn online, reportedly hit her with a stick. This was only the beginning, as Dowell then stepped in and restrained Kaitlyn, choking her to weaken her. Afterward, he allegedly injected her with a syringe, though specifics on what the syringe contained were unclear in reports. Finally, Dowell took out a knife and stabbed Kaitlyn multiple times. To make sure she wouldn't survive, he cut her throat in a brutal final act. Part 3. Discovery of the body and investigation. On the morning of October 16, 2016, a jogger running through the trails of Krug Park made a disturbing discovery: the lifeless body of 17-year-old Kaitlyn Root. The jogger immediately contacted local authorities, who swiftly cordoned off the area to preserve potential evidence. The initial assessment revealed that Kaitlyn had suffered multiple stab wounds, indicating a violent assault. Detectives from the St. Joseph Police Department began their investigation by canvassing the park and interviewing potential witnesses. However, the secluded nature of the crime scene meant there were few immediate leads. Recognizing the importance of digital footprints in modern investigations, the police turned their attention to Kaitlyn's online activities. By examining Kaitlyn's social media accounts, investigators discovered recent interactions with Amanda Bennett, a 17-year-old acquaintance. These exchanges, primarily through Facebook Messenger, included plans to meet on the evening of October 15, 2016. Further scrutiny revealed that Amanda's boyfriend, 18-year-old Sebastian Dowell, was also involved in these communications. The content of the messages raised suspicions, as they indicated a deliberate effort to lure Kaitlyn to a specific hidden part of the Krug Park. At the light of this information, detectives brought Amanda and Sebastian in for questioning on October 17, 2016, a day after the murder. Initially, both denied any involvement in Kaitlyn's death. However, inconsistencies in their stories, coupled with the digital evidence, led to further interrogation. Under pressure, Amanda confessed to her role in the crime, revealing that she and Sebastian had planned the murder as part of a ritualistic act. She detailed how they had chosen Kaitlyn as their victim and described the events leading up to the attack. Sebastian, confronted with Amanda's confession and the mounting evidence, also admitted to his participation. He provided additional details about the planning and execution of the crime, including their intentions and the methods used. Both suspects were then charged with second-degree murder. Kaitlyn's dad, Daniel Jaramillo, said, "A baby step for a little bit of closure in a way that they've captured somebody. I'm still really hurt, but I feel a little better knowing that they have somebody in custody. We wanted answers, and I know that even though there are arrests made, we will probably never know why or how. It is questions that I do want answers to, but I've been told that I will probably never get them, and that does hurt, because I want to know why." Part 4. Arrest and Trial. Following their confessions, and as we were mentioning just now, Amanda Bennett and Sebastian Dowell were formally arrested on October 17, 2016, and charged with second-degree murder in connection with the death of 17-year-old Kaitlyn Root. Bennett, initially charged as a juvenile, was later certified to be tried as an adult due to the severity of the crime. Dowell, being 18 at the time, was charged as an adult from the outset. During their initial court appearances, both defendants exhibited little emotion. Prosecutors presented evidence of their premeditated plan to lure Kaitlyn to Krug Park under the guise of friendship, only to carry out a ritualistic killing. The courtroom was filled with members of the community, many of whom were friends and family of Kaitlyn, seeking justice for the young life tragically cut short. In February 2017, Amanda Bennett pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. During her testimony, she admitted that she and Dowell had decided in October that they needed to kill 2 people a year as part of their involvement in a demonic religion. She detailed how she had messaged several individuals on Facebook, and when Kaitlyn responded, they arranged to meet at the park. Bennett's admission of the ritualistic motive behind the murder sent shockwaves through the courtroom and the broader community. For the killing to be a pure sacrifice, Dowell told Bennett that they needed to stab Root. When Bennett said she couldn't carry out the killing, Dowell stabbed the girl instead. The two then stripped Root of her clothing, and when they saw the teen standing up, Dowell stabbed her again and told Bennett that they must cut Root's throat. "I couldn't do it," Bennett said, explaining that she then watched as Dowell carried out the horrific murder. In May 2017, Sebastian Dowell was sentenced to life in prison. During the sentencing hearing, prosecuting attorney Dwight Scroggins revealed that the crime was part of a planned ritual, and both defendants had sent out Facebook messages to multiple individuals, with only Kaitlyn responding.
Go into much detail, like a lot of he said, she said, he did, she did.
What happens now?
Jamie Jaramillo, Kaitlyn's mother, stated, "They took my best friend and my other children's sister. Kaitlyn was so full of life, and I don't understand." The courtroom was filled with emotional testimonies from Kaitlyn's family and friends, who spoke of her vibrant personality and the void her death had left in their lives. The judge, acknowledging the heinous nature of the crime and the lack of remorse shown by the defendants, handed down the maximum sentence allowable under the charges. The community of St. Joseph was deeply affected by the case, grappling with the reality that such darkness could exist within their habitants. Part 5. Impact of Kaitlyn's passing. The murder of 17-year-old Kaitlyn Root on October 16, 2016, profoundly impacted the St. Joseph, Missouri community, leaving a lasting mark on her family, friends, and neighbors. Community reactions. In the immediate aftermath, the community rallied to honor Kaitlyn's memory. On October 19, 2016, a candlelight vigil was held at Krug Park, near the site where her body was discovered. Friends, family, and community members gathered to pay their respects, sharing stories and memories of Kaitlyn's vibrant spirit. The St. Joseph News Press captured the somber atmosphere, noting the collective grief and support among attendees.
When she came into this world, she stole my heart. She was my angel. I'm gonna miss her. She was a very warm, caring, beautiful person.
Local organizations and schools also responded by initiating discussions on safety and mental health. Educational programs were introduced to raise awareness about the dangers of social media interactions and the importance of vigilance. These initiatives aimed to prevent similar tragedies and rebuild a sense of community resilience. Impact on Kaitlyn's family and friends. Kaitlyn's family faced an unimaginable loss. Her sentiment resonated with many, highlighting the deep void left by Kaitlyn's absence. Friends remembered Kaitlyn as a kind-hearted individual who always brought a smile to those around her. Her obituary described her as a beautiful young lady who always brought a smile to everyone she met. She had a big heart and shared it with everyone. Long-term effects. The case sparked widespread discussions about the influence of social media and the potential dangers of online interactions. Local schools implemented programs to educate students and parents on online safety, emphasizing the importance of cautious digital communication. Community organizations collaborated to provide resources for mental health support, recognizing the need for accessible services to address underlying issues that could lead to such tragedies. Law enforcement agencies also reviewed and updated their protocols for investigating crimes involving social media, aiming to enhance their ability to prevent and respond to similar incidents in the future. Legacy. Kaitlyn's memory continues to be honored through various initiatives. Annual events, such as memorial walks and scholarship funds, have been established in her name, providing support to other young individuals in the community. These efforts aim to keep her spirit alive and ensure that her legacy contributes to positive change. The tragedy also led to increased community engagement, with residents coming together to support one another and promote a safer environment. The collective response demonstrated the community's resilience and commitment to preventing future tragedies. Bonus update. Amanda Bennett and Sebastian Dowell remain incarcerated, serving their respective sentences for the Kaitlyn Root murder. In 2021, Sebastian Dowell appealed for post-conviction relief, claiming ineffective assistance from his defense counsel, who had retained a psychologist, Dr. Gregory Sisk, but did not call him to testify at Dowell's sentencing. Dowell argued that Dr. Sisk's psychological assessment was inadequate and that a better assessment could have influenced his sentence. During sentencing, his lawyer decided not to call Dr. Sisk, as he believed the doctor would not support Dowell's case favorably. Instead, the defense focused on Dowell's young age and the influence of Amanda Bennett, whom they described as a controlling partner. For the appeal, Dowell brought in Dr. Lisa Witcher, a forensic psychologist, who diagnosed him with Asperger's and schizoaffective disorder. Despite this, the court ruled that the defense's decision not to call Dr. Sisk was strategic and did not constitute ineffective counsel. Dowell's appeal was ultimately denied, with the court affirming his life sentence. The same year, Amanda Bennett also appealed the judgment denying her for post-conviction relief. In July 2023, Amanda Bennett participated in an interview for the Voices of a Killer podcast.
Since I am a psychopath, he's giving me the maximum sentence possible, which is life imprisonment.
Where she discussed her involvement in the crime and the events leading up to it. This interview provided deeper insights into her perspective and the circumstances surrounding the case. Her mom never stopped posting loving messages about her online.